Hey guys, welcome back to this week's video. Today we're going to be doing a little updated home tour. Today I wanted to kind of walk you through and show you a few updates that I've been doing here and there and how it's looking really, so come on in. So this is the hallway. Originally it was very white, well it was kind of very white with lots of scuffs where people kind of brush past, walk through the hallway. So we painted it this green colour and it's called Overtly Olive by Dulux, just to make it feel a bit more like a purposeful room. So where it was white before, it just felt like literally an alleyway to get to the front door, to get in and out of the flat. But this definitely feels way more inviting. Like when you come into the door, it feels way more homely and inviting and less of just a walkway. So yeah, we've done a bit of like work in here, but the next things we kind of want to do is update the lights. At the moment we've literally just got like a lantern, paper lantern, that is just like plonked on the ceiling light. So that definitely needs to change, because when you open this door as well, it's not good. So that is next on our list to update in the hallway. And where it's quite a high traffic area, we're keen to find some nice kind of thin rugs that we can open the doors with and not get blocked basically. Yeah, this is the hallway. This is our bedroom. In here, we really wanted to create a space that is a little bit more minimal than the rest of the home. So you'll see like all the walls are very white and we have accents of colour through the throw and then the cushion covers. I feel like in a bedroom for me, it needs to be a space where I can fully just relax and it doesn't feel kind of too busy or like there's too much like colour going on, and that just helps me wind down at the end of the day and truly see this as a place of relaxation and kind of tranquility. Throughout the bedroom you'll see kind of tones of wood, so we've tried to incorporate a few more tones of warmth through buying second-hand frames for photos or artwork, and the table lamps. So we've recently upgraded from our little IKEA mushroom lamps to these second-hand wood table lamps, and they just really make it feel way more cozy, but also sophisticated, a bit more classy and elegant, I'd say. A little bit more grown up. So the next thing we want to do is change out our bedside tables, because they were a temporary fix. As I say in like all my videos, I'm still no closer to finding new bedside tables. However, with the new table lamps, I think, and then including kind of wooden bedside tables, looking for quite low, modern, sleek wooden tables, I think this whole space will feel way more elegant and a bit more sophisticated, but also that little bit more cozy as well, bringing in more wood textures. I want to give a special call out to this little corner, and this is my side of the bed. Never by the door. I don't know if that's a girl thing, but I never like to sleep like by the bedroom door. It's always kind of the other side of the room. I don't know. But this feels just really luxurious to me, and I don't know why, whether it's kind of the tones together. We've got the tone of wood there versus the tone of wood in the photo frame here, the artwork frame. But it's just having like a real simple setup on my bedside really helps me to unwind and to relax at the end of the day. So I've got my Google Nest Home, I think it is, or Google Home Hub or something like that. And this is like an attempt, I bought it as an attempt to stop myself from being on my phone scrolling in the morning and the evenings, to give me that time to really relax in this space and unwind. But it helps with, it's like a all-in-one alarm clock basically. It has like a sunrise alarm. It helps me and Jack get up in the mornings, especially, well, we don't really reap the benefit now because we get woken up by the sunlight at like 4:30 in the morning, but I know in winter time it will become a really handy tool to have that sunrise kind of alarm going off. And then I've just got a little plant propagating here, and then literally just the bedside lamp and then my chargers and stuff. So having like a clean space for your bedside setup definitely helps me feel less cluttered and my mind less cluttered, and then helps my sleep quality overall. So if you're looking for some inspiration on bedside setup, I would say for me going a bit more minimal helps me relax in my space. In the corner here, so Jack and I love watching a bit of Netflix, love watching BBC dramas, so for us a TV unfortunately was kind of like a deal breaker in here. So we've got TV in the bedroom and a TV in the lounge, but it just works for us, and it is, you know, a bit of an eyesore. However, for me, interior design and making a house feel at home is more about making it suitable for your lifestyle. There's no point in not having a TV in here when actually it's what we enjoy doing, and it's like how we enjoy spending, I don't know, a Friday night in at 11 o'clock, putting on a crime thriller or whatever it is and just chilling out and watching some TV. So that was, yeah, a non-negotiable for both of us in here. But we've tried to kind of make it feel a little bit more incorporated into the space as much as we can. And by having like plants kind of around the TV area, I feel like it might balances it all out. So that was my thinking with kind of having the big plant behind us as a little bit of a distraction away from the big TV. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. And then we've got these IKEA linen curtains, just helps it feel really light and airy, but also dresses the window area a bit nicely, along with some secondhand slatted solid wood blinds. I literally got them for free off Facebook Marketplace. And before it was just like a white blackout roller blind, but this helps really warm up the space as well. So adding those kind of wooden textures throughout the space really just helps it make it feel way more put together and seamless throughout the space really. But yeah, I would say the bedroom is my favourite area of the home, definitely. I think it's the room that feels the most put together and the most done, and I don't really see this changing much in the future. And I think that might also be because I have like a really good idea of how I've always wanted my bedroom to be, is that neutral playing ground, and then adding the changeable features like the colourful cushions, the bedding, stuff like that. It helps it be a bit more timeless for me. But yeah, love it in here, super relaxing, super cosy, very pleased. Next up we have the living area. So we are in a one bed apartment, so everything's kind of very open plan, new build vibes I guess for apartments these days, where the kitchen and diner and the living room is all in one long room. So what we've done here is try to separate the space by kind of dividing the room in two. So we've got the TV behind you, which I'll show you in a sec, and then we've got the kind of living space here. And what we wanted to do with the bookshelf on the back was create a bit more of a cosy feel. Where it's such a long room, we really struggled to segment where we wanted kind of the living space to be. But the idea with this is to make it feel more cozy and to feel a bit more kind of prominent in the space and a bit more, make it feel a bit more like a lounge as such. So as you can see, we've got a bit more to fill in terms of books wise. Yeah, I've got to get my butt into shape and get that filled. So that's kind of, I guess, coming up on my list to do. I feel like with this space, once that is filled, it will feel really cozy and really warm and inviting. At the moment it feels just a little bit unfinished, I'd say, and maybe that's just me being critical, but yeah, once that is done, I'll definitely be in a much better place with how this feels and how to style it and stuff. So, and if you watched my last video, you'll be well aware that I made this coffee table from literally a plank of wood, and honestly I'm so pleased with how it turned out. I think it looks super sleek in the space, and just by adding those wooden textures and colours and warm tones into the space, It really helps everything come together and feel a little bit more elegant, a bit more sophisticated and timeless really. My next thing to buy for this to style it up will be a little lantern lamp that will go on the coffee table. But other than that, I think it's kind of looking pretty good. I might get a couple of trinkety bits to go on, but yeah, it's super functional. I mean, everyone that sits on the sofa can now put things on here. You can put your feet on here because it's way lower, and I just think it looks really nice. Really happy with how it's turned out. It just feels good having made something from scratch, to be honest. It feels really rewarding and really satisfying. So when I talk about the TV kind of in the middle of the room, this is what we tried to do. Now this TV is huge. Basically I bought the wrong size for the room, but we live with it and we move on and we look past it. So at the moment it is a little bit of a feature of the room which I'm not completely happy with, but unfortunately with the space that we've got, this is the design that kind of suits our way of living at the moment and helps us to kind of segment my working space over there in the day, like in the week when I'm working, versus my relaxation space. So at the moment this definitely works for us. So this actually was a wooden, old rundown kind of pine wooden cabinet which I got from a Facebook Marketplace for about £50 again. And yeah, so I just transformed it. I bought these little bits of wood and the paint and then just glued these on and painted it all. And yeah, I really like how moody it is, sexy in the space. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but it's chipping quite easily. So I feel like this might be another project to do, to repaint it and put a proper coat of top coat or something on it to help durability and stuff. That's one thing, if you are painting furniture, like wooden furniture, putting a top coat on definitely helps durability of it because it is quite easy to chip as you walk past. Yeah, and then we've got all vintage books here, which I just love. Look how cool that book is. The Chatto Book of Nonsense Poetry. And it literally cost me £1.99 from Oxfam. But it just really looks cool on the space and adds a bit of character to something that would otherwise be very modern. And then this is my absolute love. So this is from Anthropology. My friend Tessa and her mum both have it. Tessa's mum was the video I did of the classic British terraced home. She has this in her bedroom, or one of the bedrooms upstairs, in blue, but I decided to go for green because I love green and I think it complements the place really well. It's versatile, people sit on it when they come round. We put the fan on it when it's too hot and we need someone to plonk the fan on in the evenings. People can put their coffee down on it. It's just one of those things that you didn't know you needed really until you've got it, and super easy to kind of style. Just plonked it here covering the Xbox and the Wi-Fi, all those ugly things that needed but ugly. So yeah, plonked here just for the time being until we use it or guests come round and sit on it really. Here we have a little nook in between the lounge and the kitchen where it's just a little I wouldn't say we can use it as a desk. I have used it as a desk before, but where it's kind of in the walkway, it's quite tricky if I'm on calls in the week or whatever. But it's a good little spot to just, I don't know, if I have some other bits that I want to do on my computer, or yeah, if I'm not on calls and stuff, it's a nice little spot to just kind of work at. Just provides a bit of a put your keys on the table when you come in sort of desk. I don't know if you guys have one of those, but this is certainly used for that at the best of times. This is not an example of how it looks on every single day because there's usually so much shit on here. It just gets plonked here and then you know how it goes. So don't be fooled, this is not how it usually looks. But if I was to be working here, this is how it would look. I've got a little plant in the corner, comfy chair, which has been very handy over the past few years. And then my frog painting, which is probably going to be changing in the next couple of months because I want to start painting something new again, and every time I get the urge. This is my least favourite in the apartment, so it will get taken down and I will paint something new. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what that entails and what I come up with for this little spot.